Okay, so I wanted to show you, I'm going to give you a little closer look. This soil is really light with peat and perlite. Well, not perlite, but vermiculite. Works very good to germ seeds. What I'm going to use today to do these herbs and some peppers, I'm just going to use these little inserts. You can use whatever pots that you feel that you have laying around. You know, it's up to you, but I have a lot of these inserts. I keep them, and I also, you know, buy them for my greenhouse. But basically, you know, this is the simplest thing you could do. This stuff's a little dry from sitting out, so I'm just going to take and fill them up. So I'm just going to take my little waterer. I'm going to start out with 3 first. My little water sprayer you've seen in my other videos. I'm just going to kind of water these down a little bit. This works really great for a light misting. And it's good to do that. I like to water them in before I even set the seeds down in. Okay, and let that kind of settle in. It'll take a little bit. Okay, and we're going to be planting cinnamon basil, lime basil, and rosemary right now. Okay. These are so simple. Read your directions on your packets, you know, on how deep you should plant them. You don't want to get them overly deep, otherwise you might have trouble with germination. But I usually label everything and make sure you log it down in a journal or a notebook and what days you've planted. But I'm just going to plant a few seeds in each cell. These are such tiny seeds. This is cinnamon basil right here. But I don't want very many right now. So I'm just going to plant a few, and come spring I'll do more. Come early, you know, late winter into spring, I'll do some more for the greenhouse. But just going to kind of do a few for our own personal use. You can't even see them in there amongst that black dirt, but they're in there. Okay, and I'll just put a light layer of soil over them. You know, this isn't hard to do. Anybody can do this. Just pat it down a little bit, and then I'll just water it in again. This works just really wonderful. And from there, I put them on my heating mat, which I have heating up right now. And then I'll show that to you when I get finished here. Okay, the next thing I'm going to plant is rosemary. Rosemary is a little trickier to plant from seed. I have had some good luck with it, and sometimes they didn't germ so well. So they do always recommend maybe just purchasing the plant instead of starting from seed. But I like a challenge, so I like to do my own. Rosemary takes a little time to grow. It takes a long time to grow. That's why it's going to be good for me. I'm going to start a few now. And then they should be of nice size come March, April when I go out into the greenhouse. Okay, I got them setting down in there. I'm going to water on them again a little bit, just to kind of set them in, and then I'll just, you know, again, just layer them. Not a lot though. Rosemary says just a light layer, and that's all I'm going to do. And we'll see how they germ. They have been tricky in the past, but I have been able to grow a few of them. So there's the rosemary. The next thing will be, I'm going to do lime basil. Okay. Doesn't that sound delicious? It sounds really good. I got quite a few in there, but they don't always all germ. So I'm just going to sprinkle them in each cell. There's 6 cells, and we'll just fill it up. Spread them as much as you can. I think these will be a good, nice addition to adding them when you cook. And also, if I get them to grow big enough, what I'll probably do is cut them back, use them, and then come spring, they will go out into the greenhouse. Okay. So I'll let you know on my success of planting the lime basil and the other herbs. I'll kind of give you some videos to update. Just kind of water that in. And these will go on the mat, heating mat. Okay, what I have left to do is English thyme and oregano. And I'm going to do this sweet pickle pepper. These are a tiny pepper, very sweet, can use in your cooking, you know, anything that calls for peppers, sweet peppers. So I'm going to get my pots ready and I'll come right back. Okay, I'm going to finish planting. What I have left to plant is oregano, thyme, and the pickle pepper. And I just want to share with you a tip. Some of these seeds, like the oregano, is really, really tiny. What I like to do sometimes, these are hard to plant, but what I like to do sometimes, if you have sand, some clean sand around, I like to add a little bit of sand with, this is a little bigger than I'd like it to be. I like it to be a little finer. But you know, we'll take what we got today. But I just mix it up. This is an easy way with small seed to scatter amongst the tray. Okay, and I do this a lot with the tiny seeds. It works really well. So you know, you can keep that in mind when you're trying to plant, excuse me, those little seeds. Yeah, they're very difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and plant the rest of these and we'll come back. Okay, I got my thyme and oregano all planted here. Now we're going to do the pickle pepper plants. I'm only going to do 6 to 8 seeds. I like to use a pencil for poking holes on some of these larger seeds. It just works really well. Make sure you get them at a good depth. Pepper seeds got to have some good bottom heat to germ. Okay, and with that is with a lot of seeds. And if you're not getting good bottom heat, germination may be a bit of a problem. You also, you know, a warm, really warm room, you got to cover your trays or your pots and keep the humidity in. That way you are pretty much guaranteed some germination. But I've been using bottom heating mats for quite some time, and my germination has been so much better. Okay, so we got about 6 to 8 seeds there. I'm going to water that in. I like to water them in good. This really gets them off to a good start. And then I'm just going to cover them up. Pepper seeds take a little bit longer, so they take at least a good, I'd say about 10 days or so. Maybe not quite, kind of depends on the seed and everything. So I'm going to just get these all done. So we planted all the herbs today and pepper plants. I think that's going to be it for now. I don't want to get too much in the house to take care of until, you know, late winter. I usually start most of my stuff in January. So we're going to head over to my heating mat. Okay, so I got all my seeds on I only got one tray. I put them in my 10 by 20 trays here. And I got all my seeds in the 6-pack cells. And all I do now is just wait. Check them every day for moisture and check them for germ. And this will get covered here with another flat of the same size. And this, you know, this works really well. You know, I got my heating mat set on 70 to 72, as always. And we'll see how they do in a few days. Well, we got most everything planted today that I wanted to get planted, and I don't know what else I'll plant yet because I don't want to have too much started. But we did our herbs and some peppers, and we'll see how that goes. I'll kind of show you my progress as I go along. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'll be sharing with you all the things I'm doing here in the winter months in Iowa, what I like to do indoors. I love working with plants, so you guys take care, and we'll see you in the next video.